I was raised 3 blocks north of Coral Gables in a little neighborhood called Little Gables. And I went to Coral Gables High, graduate of 1993, go Cavaliers. So as a child living in Coral Gables, the best thing to do when you were a child, especially growing up in the 80s, was taking your bike and just riding down the beautiful streets of Coral Gables when I was finally 10 or 11 years old. And think of that, 10 or 11 years old, your parents let you go out without a cell phone, without anything, and just trusted everything was gonna be okay. And riding my bike towards Miracle Mile, going down to Sears to get my back to school supplies, and that was part of what made growing up in Coral Gables so beautiful. So Coral Gables was very much a part of my childhood, and so coming back now as an adult to be the pastor of the Church of Little Flower was kind of like a full circle moment. So the Church of Little Flower was established and erected in 1926, the same year that our city was founded. Monsignor Thomas Cumber was the first pastor of the church, and he came down here probably around the time of the Great Hurricane of 1926. And started celebrating Mass in what was St. Joseph's Academy, what is now our school, St. Teresa Catholic School. And then very quickly, people started coming from all over the place. He built a building, which is now called Cumber Hall, which is named after him, but it was the first church. But unfortunately, the church, as we see it today, which they wanted to build in the 1920s, could not be built immediately because of the Great Hurricane of 26. Then came the Great Depression, then came World War II. So the current church wasn't built until 1951. That was the vision, to blend it in with the Mediterranean style, but it took them 25 years to build it. Our congregation really is a mirror of Coral Gables community. We are so diverse, and we pride ourselves on that diversity. In the early 1960s, right after the Cuban Revolution, in what is now known as Cumber Hall, our old church, we were able to house so many young people in the Pedro Pan program that were fleeing Cuba. Their parents were sending them out of Cuba to come here to the United States to live in freedom. And so many people come up to me and said, "Father, I was one of those children that were housed here or were received here." And in 1960, it was one of the first churches to start celebrating Spanish Mass here in South Florida. Being a child of Coral Gables, having grown up here, having gone to school and being educated in Coral Gables, never in a million years did I think I would be coming back home. I see the work of God and the hand of God at work in my life, and I thank God every day that not only am I the pastor of an incredible parish and incredible school, but part of such a vibrant community that I hope to be a part of for many years to come.